Hey, Levi here at Mo Party 2024. We're out here with my 67 Barracuda Slowback at the Autocross. Can't wait to see what this Barracuda will do, especially with our new Street Connection suspension.
I'm Carter with HammerFab, and today I'm going to show you how to install your mid-frame chassis stiffeners on your A-body Mopar. So right here, we have the chassis stiffening plate that is made out of 10-gauge steel, laser cut, CNC bent, and it is made off a 3D scan to fit the chassis very nicely. As you can see here, the line follows the floor almost perfectly all the way along. Every car is slightly different, so there are some gaps along here, and you may need to tap the floor in with a hammer lightly to get it to fit better. You also may need to use a carbide bit or a grinder on some edges that are hitting to make it fit more flush. The way we recommend installing this is with a MIG welder that is capable of welding sheet metal. There is welding required to install this, but there is no cutting required. Since we already have this rear stiffening plate from our kit installed, the goal is to have this new plate line up flush with a slight gap to fill up with MIG weld. So we are going to drill some plug weld holes in this plate right here, but future kits will have them already drilled out for you. Now you may need to grind some little areas right here where it is fitting a little too tightly to the floor. The end goal is to have this flush with the frame rail, and we will fully MIG weld this whole edge. You'll notice there is a slot right here in the side, and that is for your few lines of brake lines to go through. We're going to mark a few of these areas and then remove it for trimming. Now that we have the mid-chassis stiffening plate all fit to the floor, we are ready to start welding it in. Now, we recommend cleaning and primering the back side to help prevent against rust. To prep it, we will be using a coarse brown Scotch-Brite pad with our own HammerFab 3-inch backing pad. You're going to want to use some anti-spatter spray on your bare metal parts to help them from getting MIG berries on them. Now we're ready to weld. Once you get your MIG welding settings figured out and you got it all tacked in place, ready to rock and roll. You may not think you need to take your carpet out. Take your carpet out. Got some Gibbs, wiping it down, protecting the metal. Also gives it a nice, clean, shiny look too, while it's in the shop. What we got here is we welded in the mid-chassis stiffening plates, and what that does is keeps the frame from twisting and getting a lot of movement on you, and it'll really make it solid, let it put the power to the ground, and just make it handle a lot better in general.
Is your Mopar weak and twisty and tired? You need these frame connectors from Hammer Fab. They'll make your A-body Mopar stronger than train smoke. Get your A-body Mopar suspension today at hammerfab.com.